Every move you make, every thought you have, is powered by a journey that began 150 million kilometers away, at the sun. In the natural world, energy isn't created out of thin air, it's captured and passed along. Plants are the gatekeepers, turning sunlight into chemical sugar. Then animals steal this energy, either by eating the plants or by eating each other. This relentless flow is the fuel for every ecosystem on Earth. Think of it as a ladder, with each step called a trophic level. At the bottom are the producers, the plants. Next up are primary consumers, the herbivores like rabbits that eat the plants. Then come secondary consumers, carnivores like snakes that eat the rabbits. And at the top, you might find an apex predator, like an eagle. But here's the catch. The transfer of energy is incredibly inefficient. It's called the 10% rule. When a zebra eats 100 kilograms of grass, about 90% of that energy is lost. It's used for the zebra's own breathing, moving, and staying warm. Only about 10% is stored in its body, ready to be passed on to a lion. That's why a savanna supports thousands of zebras, but only a handful of lions. There just isn't enough energy at the top, which is why food chains rarely have more than 5 links. And while energy is a one-way street, eventually escaping as heat, nutrients are different. Decomposers like fungi break down dead material, returning atoms like carbon back to the soil for plants to use all over again. In reality, nature is rarely a simple chain. An owl doesn't just eat mice, it eats small birds and frogs too. These interconnected pathways form a complex food web. This complexity is what creates stability. In a chain, if the mice disappear, the owls starve. In a web, the owls simply switch to eating more frogs. A diverse ecosystem isn't just beautiful, it's resilient, with countless connections that keep the flow of life going.